All right, sir, you're Joshua Mays, and Mr. Mays is on probation for burglary of a habitation, was placed on a deferred probation back in September of 2021, and that was a 10-year, no, it wasn't, it was a 3-year deferred probation. There was a motion to adjudicate filed. We were here before. Mr. Mays pled true to failure to report and failure to pay court-assessed fees. Let's see, hold on a second, let me go back and find what the other counts were. So it looks like, do you want to put on any evidence with regard to counts 2 and 3, the education program and the MRT?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can call your first witness, Mr. Nichols.
You swear, right?
Yes, would you please raise your right hand, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
Ms. Joseph, how long have you been supervising Mr. Mays?
Since April of 2022.
And during that time, was he ordered to participate in the GED program?
Yes, sir.
Has he completed that?
No, sir.
Did he provide you the verification that he was participating in that?
No, sir.
Are you aware of the issue he outlined in the letter to the court that he claimed he made progress while at ISF, but those credits wouldn't be accepted by the program? Or do you know what that issue is?
I read it in his letter.
Do you know anything else about that, whether or not they would take those credits or not?
No, sir.
Okay. But did he give you the verification that he's been participating in that GED program? Okay. And moving on, was he also ordered to participate in the moral recognition therapy program?
Yes, sir.
And has he participated in that?
No, sir.
What level of participation has he done in the MRT program?
He has not even begun to start it. However, while we were waiting to come to court for this, they have since discontinued for a period of time until they can hire someone to offer the class. And we will again, but it's just worthwhile to note that while we were waiting, somebody retired, and so they had to hire someone else to start.
At what point did they suspend the MRT program?
March of this year,
Okay.
March or April.
But during the years he's been on probation, he had not made
Prior
any
to
progress?
that, no, sir.
Okay. And so should he be, and that program you believe will be available in the future?
It will.
Is there anything else contained in your pre-sentence investigation that you want to bring to the court's attention?
Stated what I needed to say.
Okay, thank you. Now I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Kimler?
Have you checked with the ISF facility to see if they have a GED program, or
They for a fact do, sir.
did you check to see if he participated in it? Did you check to see if he participated in it?
He didn't mention anything about it until after his release from the facility.
And my question is, did you try to
No,
check?
I didn't have a reason to, Mr. Kimber. He didn't say that he had participated in that until after his release.
No, I'm not trying to put you in a defensive posture. I'm just wondering if there's been any kind of independent attempt by the probation department to corroborate what he said about participating in the program while at ISF.
He didn't present any documentation,
So my
and I
question-
didn't check with ISF to verify what he said.
But just to be clear, ISF does in fact have a GED program?
They do.
Okay. Has he maintained employment while he's been on probation?
He has.
So lack of a GED, and again, the GED is worthwhile on its own merits, but it doesn't seem to have impacted his ability to maintain employment, the lack of the GED. He's been able to maintain employment
He
without a
has.
GED. So he would say he has worked faithfully at suitable employment.
He has.
What is the moral recognition class? Is that how you say it, recognition?
Yes, sir. That's how you say it.
How many sessions is that?
8.
Over a week, once a week or once a
They
month?
present one lesson each week until they have finished the course.
And it's a progression, then they're different classes. It's like a progression of 1 through 8.
There
So
is
you
a
would have to-
book that they have to purchase, and they do each chapter in the book until they have completed the book.
In sequence, right?
Yes,
in
sir.
sequence. So he would need at least 8 weeks to complete that if you took one session per week, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Has he maintained proper demeanor with you?
Yes, sir.
And as far as his reporting, he certainly hasn't become an absconder, is that right?
He's been an
has
absconder
worked
3
while
times.
Well, as far as what she's concerned, has he maintained contact with you, or has he become an
Since his
absconder?
release from custody, yes.
He's maintained contact
Yes.
with you and reported this directly.
Yes.
In your report, you seem to indicate a willingness, a reluctant willingness perhaps, to have him continued on probation. Would you agree with that?
I hesitated to recommend that he be continued.
Did you recommend that or not?
My statement was that I hesitate to recommend, should the court decide. So I'm really leaving it up to the court, because I don't want to make a recommendation.
Because you don't have a recommendation then. So you're not recommending that he be revoked, but you're not recommending that he be continued. Is that fair? But if the court were to see fit to continue him, then you would suggest extending him a year to give him an opportunity to complete the GED, pay his fees, and I guess at this point, once you all get somebody hired to do the moral recognition therapy class. Is that right?
Right, and I also recommend you come back to verify.
Every 6 months?
Yes,
Sure.
because he has a habit of not reporting.
And of course, you could notify the court in that event. We could schedule a hearing and holding this in advance, right? These allegations.
I'm not
Yes,
holding,
sir.
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I was just, if that's what,
Yeah.
what's the purpose of the moral recognition therapy class? What's that directed to achieve with the probationers?
It's to teach them moral standards, have a sense of ethics and values, as well as other life skills.
To what end? To keep them from reoffending, would you agree?
Yes, sir.
Be a good citizen.
Yes, sir.
Has he reoffended since he's been on probation? Do you know?
No, well, no, sir, he has not.
That's what.
I have no other questions concerning those allegations, Your Honor.
Thank you. So concerning those allegations, number 2 and number 3, I am going to find those true, that there's sufficient evidence to find counts 2 and 3 true. And so what, the ISF that he went to, it doesn't say if it was cognitive or, do you know, Mr.?
It would have been a combination of both at the time. It was substance abuse cognitive intervention tracks, because he tested positive for THC.
So he went, back then, you could do both. You can't do
Yes.
that now.
I'm
I don't think.
confused on what they're offering at this point. But yes, he went for cognitive as well as substance abuse.
Okay.
And we're referring to the admin hearing from January 15th of 25, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Indicates that on January 12th of 2024, that it was recommended and approved that he, or on the 23rd, sorry, that he would successfully complete ISF cognitive and substance abuse tracks.
So was that a 6-month program or a 3-month program?
It is a 90-day program.
90 days, so it wasn't both static.
I think they changed what they offer now, but it's a substance abuse now, and then it's a cognitive, and then relapse. At this time, they combined substance abuse and cognitive tracks.
Okay.
I think you wanted to address the court to your at the appropriate time. He has written a letter.
I've read the letter as well. Mr. Mays?
With the transcripts, I have them in my folder. When I went up to the GD, the workforce center, the lady said that she couldn't take them, so I started doing the GD on my own, like on my phone. When I get off work, I complete the classes on my own. I just never brought it to her attention, but I have been doing a different classes and stuff on my own.
Why didn't you bring it to her like you're supposed to?
No excuse.
Okay.
She just brought it to her.
Mr. Nichols?
Judge, I know that this is a tough call for the court. These aren't the worst allegations we've ever seen, but he's also in zero tolerance and has been several times sanctioned, both in jail and with the ISF programs, and still, after only about 3 years on, not even 4 years on probation, Judge, we're back yet again. It's really a test of zero tolerance at this point, Judge, because that's what he was ordered, was no problems whatsoever. And missing 3 months of reporting is a pretty big red flag to me, Judge.
Let me look back at something real quick. Also, before I want to make sure everything is saying that it was burglary of a habitation, but at some point, it looks like, at least on the old PSI, it was attempted burglary of a habitation, a 3rd degree. I want to make sure all the administrative hearings, the motion to revoke, everything says burglary of a habitation. I want to get that cleared up.
Your Honor, actually, I think the indictment is attempted. At least I'm looking
Is
at an
it?
indictment that's captioned attempted burglary of a habitation.
Okay, so the burglary of a habitation, do you want to make an oral motion to amend at least this motion that we're talking about today?
Yes, Your Honor, I will change burglary of habitation to attempted burglary of a habitation, comma, a 3rd degree felony, Judge.
All right. So we're talking about a 3rd degree felony. So, Mr. Mays, the problem is that you just like to do what you want to do when you want to do it.
Yeah, I'm not,
And-
could I argue? If you're, the thing I just wanted to say is, it's kind of a glass half full, glass half empty thing. If you want to look at somebody that we're trying to return to the community as a productive citizen, which is the goal versus sending another person to the penitentiary, he has maintained employment, and he's had some, I guess, hiccups on probation as far as reporting, but he hasn't reoffended and he's employed, and it seems like he is making a positive contribution to society at this stage. I don't really see where the interest, me personally, as the interest of the community would be served is to send another person to the penitentiary where they are making enough progress. And again, it's marginal, but looking at the totality of the circumstances to keep working with him, to hopefully keep him out of prison where he can keep employed.
Well, here's my thoughts, Mr. Mays. You're not going home today. That's not happening. You're not going to walk out of here today. You're either going to get revoked and go to prison, or you're going to go to the cognitive track of ISF. Because somewhere along the path, you did not pay attention and you haven't learned from whatever treatment you've had before to make better decisions. You've been put on zero tolerance. You've been told don't miss another appointment. You have now 3 different times been given these opportunities and have not taken advantage of them. I don't disagree with Mr. Kimler. You haven't reoffended. You're not testing positive all the time. You're not doing those things, but you don't get to choose when you go to probation, when you don't, and you don't get to all of a sudden be really good at it when you have a court date coming up. Because that's something that is really frustrating to me, is that all of a sudden people start doing what they're supposed to be doing when they know they could go to prison. So, my thought, I mean, the thing, it's ridiculous. You have hardly any criminal history. You got into some trouble as a juvenile. You haven't been in much trouble at all. And you're not taking advantage of keeping this conviction off your record. And that's going to be on you, not on me, if this happens again. Because I have no doubt if I do what I'm thinking about doing and we're back in here again, Mr. Nichols is going to point out to me how many times I've given you an opportunity. Do you understand? There will not be another opportunity. I'm going to find that you entered your pleas of true to counts 1 and 4 freely and voluntarily. Find those counts true. Again, find that there was sufficient evidence to find counts 2 and 3 true and find those true. I'm going to find sufficient evidence to find you guilty and revoke your probation, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue you on probation. I'm going to add an additional 3 years to your probation. So you could have already been done, but instead you have 3 more years. And that's the 1 year for every time that you've been an absconder. So that's what you're going to have to do at this point. I'm going to order that you enter and successfully complete the cognitive track of the ISF program. You need to take advantage of that program, learn to follow the rules, all the rules, get out, and you still have an excellent opportunity. But if you're back in front of me again, I'll see all of this. I'll probably wonder at the time what I was thinking today, but you will not get this opportunity again. Do you understand? One missed meeting. We're not going to do 2 or 3 missed meetings. We're not going to get to absconder status again. You miss a meeting, I want to hear about it in an administrative hearing. There's going to be a motion to revoke, and you're going to go to jail.
Your Honor, since he's going to cognitive track on ISF, could we rescind the moral recognition therapy? It seemed to be redundant.
Nope. Kind of seems like he needs some redundancy. Might help if he gets out and then has more to reinforce what he learned. So no, I'm not going to do that. All right, I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was not an agreement. You do have some rights to appeal. You can talk to Mr. Kimler about that. Good luck to you, sir. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more crazy court hearings like this one.